And the job that I thought that I had has not worked out. One of which I used to intern for in Stellar magazine. Let's see what you think of the other jeans. Okay, honestly, I have no idea whether this is going to be the start of a video, the end of a video. I think about 2 weeks ago, I vlogged for a few days, and within those few days, there was like a roller coaster of events. And I feel like when I go to edit it, it's going to be just too chaotic and stressful and anxiety provoking, not just for me reliving it, but also for you. It's not going to be enjoyable. So I don't know. I'm going to see if I'm going to include those bits. But to recap, basically I got a job and then realized that the job description was not what the job actually was. It kind of just didn't work out. And I wanted to start with that because basically I'm going to be bringing you along this week. Just my son is now in creche. He started in creche. We have been getting over hand, foot and mouth the last few days, the joys of creche. I don't know if I've already talked about this in this vlog already, but I wanted to start with that here because I think it is just so hard these days to remember basic and obvious things in life, that we're always seeing everything that has worked out for people. Not to be the glass half empty kind of gal, which I definitely am, but not to put that energy out, but most things don't work out. And I think that's okay. Like, I think so many of the things that don't work out happen so that the next thing that does work out can happen. So I believe in a negative resulting in a positive always. And it can seem like you get back-to-back negative a lot of the time, and that's okay too. And it can be really hard to cope with, and it can be really hard to accept. And it can be really hard to not get in a total bitchy mood about it. Just think that online we see so much of everything that's working out for people, and it can be just so easy to slip into the mindset that everyone else's life is working out and going exactly to plan because nobody shares their plans before they try something, so you don't see the failings along the way. But I certainly am not living a life at the moment that's going exactly to plan, and I don't think most people are. So I think basically I just wanted to come on and say that. I'm now in a situation where my son has started creche, and the job that I thought that I had has not worked out. So the money that I had planned on paying for creche with now does not exist. So instead of panicking and like jumping on the, like, I don't know, a job I don't want, or basically I've lasted this long in Ireland not going for a job, not settling for a job that I didn't want. For example, going back to full-time yoga teaching, I could have done that, but I didn't. And I'm sure I got a lot of judgment from people thinking, why don't you just do what you can rather than wait for something better? But I believe that this job didn't work out because there's something magical that's going to come, an opportunity that's going to come, that if I had been in the previous job, I wouldn't even have looked for or showed up for or be available for. So anyway, that's my rant. Also, I have a few new bits. I thought I would share today my favorite bits that I bought recently. One of which I know I shared before, these new A Gold Citizen of Humanity jeans that I shared on Instagram. I totally butchered, or the tailor totally butchered. I am devastated. So it's basically €300 down to Swanee. They altered them way too short. By the way, best pomade ever is this Aveda one. It's the, whatever, you'll get it online. I'll link it down below. But yeah, I completely butchered and I totally loved them. Loved the wash. Again, I'll link them here, but maybe other people wouldn't notice, but to me, they're just a hair too short and I think they look ridiculous. So I know myself that I'm never going to wear them now, which is just so frustrating and such a waste. And I've tried to sell them online, but I'm already a midget, and who is going to be smaller than me and then be perfect for? But one of the other items that I was going to share is this bag that I've been using a lot. And I know that I am like a bougie, total snob when it comes to high street brands. And I never thought I'd say this, but the bag is from Primark. So, funny story. Basically, when this job that I had got, I was so excited, obviously. I was going to be starting working. I was going to be starting earning money. And I got this offer for a job with Primark from my agency. And in my mind, before I had responded, I was like, definitely not. Like, it's just so not in line with me. And I would never walk into a Primark store. So I was like, why would I do a job for a brand that I would never wear or I would never buy? So that was kind of my thing. I talked to my friend Anushka about it and she was like, definitely, you have to stay on brand. I was like, I don't want to, I don't want other brands that I actually really admire and I really want to work with and I would buy. I don't want them to come onto my page and think, oh, well, she is working with these kind of brands. So she's not, her audience obviously aren't in line with our brand. So I kind of was like, all of the work I've done so far, I don't want to mess that up. Long story short, I actually compared myself to Matthew McConaughey when I was talking to my husband. I was like, I remember listening to Matthew McConaughey on a podcast where he was talking about his transition away from rom-coms. He didn't want to do rom-coms anymore. He wanted to get serious in his acting and be taken seriously. And there was a rom-com made for him and he basically was offered the universe money-wise, like just ridiculous amounts. They just kept coming back with more and more and more and more and more. And he said it was so hard to turn down, but he had to stick it out. He had to turn it down. He had to be uncomfortable for a while. He basically didn't get work for years. And eventually he got his break and we know the rest of the story. I was comparing myself to Matthew McConaughey, who is like, first of all, a multi-millionaire who can afford to take a few years off work. I am at home earning tippins from my content creation, which honestly is getting super busy and I'm so proud of myself and it's going really well. And I'm loving every second of it. But, we live in one of the most expensive cities in the world practically. And yeah, I'm not Matthew McConaughey. So in the end, the job actually fell through and I ended up going to Primark and be like, yes, please give me the money. because I have to pay for creche. And anyway, I just wanted to share that story because I want to be real. I just thought it was, hilarious that, sometimes you have really good intentions and there is a time and a place to pivot, and get really serious about your brand but you have to be able to afford to do it basically. So I will get there, but today is not that day. So today we are going to be creating some content for a big brand that I'm so excited about. And they approached me a few months ago because I talk about them all the time. It's super organic and I'm just so excited to create this video because it's just something that I do all the time anyway. So I just feel like this is, the kind of content I love creating for you guys. And now I'm creating it for a brand that I adore. The brand is Vestiaire Collective and I actually created it last week, but there were some edits that need to be done. So I'm just gonna reshoot the whole thing because I want it to be perfect. And then I'm going to an event in the city today with Brian Thomas. So yeah, I'm gonna go in the city today and I'll bring you along, but it's actually so miserable out. But yeah, let's see where the week takes us. It's my mom's birthday. I have a few nice things that we're doing, so I'll bring you along for the week. By the way, I always use my MAC Boldly Bare lip liner, but I think I've talked about this before, but the Victoria Beckham, what is this called? The Push Balm in Fleur. Oh my God. So it is a lip balm, but it comes out like, when you combine it with your lip liner, it kind of picks up that tint and then it also just brings out the natural color of your lips and looks like a lipstick, but moisturizes the hella out of your lips and actually just lasts so long and doesn't get that little horrible film that lipsticks often get, and you can use it under your lipstick as well, and I'm just like totally obsessed and hooked. Obviously we'll link everything below. Okay, so I'm in the city and I've just realized that the event is not for the brand that I thought it was. It's actually for Anya Hindmarch. So mortifying, and delighted I actually figured that out before I showed up. But anyway, I'm in the city and it's awful weather, but at least it's holding off with the rain front, and yeah, I'm super excited.
Some of her incredible designs are at the heart of the Grey Plums windows, and I think we all know how special the window.
I'm usually so bad in those events. I'm such a quiet person, so I'm not good at small talk, but I sat with two gorgeous ladies, one of which I used to intern for in Stellar magazine when I was like 19, so like 15 years ago. And yeah, we got a little gift, and it was really actually enjoyable. Actually, Russ and Bromley, I'm going to nip in here before I go and check out the pop-up of Anya Hindmarch at Brighton Palace, and I'll bring you along for that. Some things there, and I wanted to show you in full what I'm wearing today. And I'm wearing my new Demelier Tokyo in large, and I'm so obsessed. Good morning, it's the weekend, that's why I'm smiling like this, although the weather is so grim. I have done something to my foot and haven't been able to run the last few days, so I'm slowly going crazy. I'm not used to not being able to run. So I am basically going on really big walks. Like I'm doing Abe's drop off in the morning, which half an hour there, half an hour back. I put my ankle weights on and I push the pram. So it's actually working way more than I thought, as in just clearing the head and getting out, listening to a podcast, being outside. And I used to hate walking, but the last few days I've actually really enjoyed it. And then this morning, Connor is obsessed with walking and would go out for a walk every evening together if we could, or if he could drag me. I don't like walking, I'd rather just run, but we went out for an hour and a half walk this morning, the three of us, and it was actually really nice just to start the day, even though it was crap weather. Anyway, I have recently bought these jeans. I'm going to try them on for you because you know I'm obsessed with jeans, and I'm actually currently working on my Substack, because last week's Substack I was talking about buying clothes for the life I just don't have, and I'm always just finding that I have loads of clothes for a specific type of niche occasion, which is weekend date nights. I have loads of clothes for that, or like events or brunch with the girls, but that's like 1% of my life. So the rest of it is like just working from home or going to the shops. But I love to be stylish, so I want more clothes for like the 99% of my life. Anyway, that was last week's Substack, which I'll link below. But this week I'm actually doing a complete revamp of my wardrobe. I'm not shopping anymore. I put a ban on myself, and I'm getting really strict on what I actually wear, and those are the only kind of clothes I'm allowed to buy. So basically jeans actually does feature. I don't need to buy any more because I have enough, and there are other essential things that I need for my everyday stylish clothes and that are more urgent. That Substack is coming this week, where I'm going to be sharing what exactly I'm going to be buying. But I have bought a pair of jeans. This is the third time I've bought them, I think. First time I bought them, they never arrived. I bought them from Sense, SSENSE, and they just never arrived. That was during the summer. Then I bought them 2 weeks ago. They arrived and they were just too big. I'm a 25, I'm not a 26, but I'm just obsessed with not being too tight in things, but sometimes they just don't look good. So I had to send them back and I've received them again. And I've realized, I think, that they are exactly the same as another pair of jeans I have, just slightly different. And I need to know whether they are different enough in order to keep them, because if they're not, they're €300 on a pair of jeans that are basically exactly like a pair I already have and I actually wear to death. So let me try it on and we'll decide together. Okay, so these are the jeans I already have. These are the Citizens of Humanity Dahlia, and they're probably my most worn jean. They are so comfortable. I'm obsessed with the wash. Also totally obsessed with this shirt. This is by, what is the brand? La Adapte. Based in LA, I think. Anyway, back to the jeans. Okay, back to the jeans. So these are obviously light wash. They are, I would say, high-waisted, and they're slightly cropped, I would say. I find these are just like the perfect length. I can wear them with boots, I can wear them with runners, with ballet flats, with heels. They literally just, I feel like they were made for me. They're not too tight, but they don't look too big. Anyway, so take it in. These are the jeans that I already have and I wear loads. Let's see what you think of the other jeans. Okay, so I bought the jeans on Revolve, which I just find is the easiest place to find jeans. They have so many different brands that I love, and they have loads of the styles in loads of sizes. And yeah, loads of stock always, and I just love the selection. They're really easy for returning. So I know buying jeans online can be difficult because you're not obviously trying them on, but it's really hard to find stores that have good selections. So let's try these on. So I find Revolve is great because it's easy to return and the delivery is also so fast. Okay, so here are the new jeans that I've bought. Again, they are a light wash. These are the Miro Relaxed jeans, again by Citizens. I adore Citizens of Humanity. And these would be, I think, more of a mid-rise. They are, yeah, just a little bit shorter, which I actually like. I'm all for mid-rise, low-rise. They're a little bit longer, so they cut just the top of my foot. So I think these jeans would be better for heeled boots and heels. In saying that, I don't wear a lot of heeled boots and heels during the week, so are these essential? I don't know. So basically, I need you to tell me what you think. Are these basically too similar to the other ones? They do have a slight taper to them, so they are slightly cinched here. There's this little detail, so they are a little bit tapered, which I like, but I'm just not sure whether they are different enough, and I don't know if I love them as much as the other Citizens ones, and because they're so similar, I think I'll always just be drawn to the Dahlia. So even though I love them, I don't know. I need you to help. So basically that is my little try on. By the way, this little kitchen is the cutest. It's by Little Dutch, and every mom that comes over to my apartment is like, why is my kitchen so ugly? This is so pretty, and it's no more expensive than most of the children's kitchens I find online. Anyway, we are going into the city today for my mom's birthday, and we are bringing her to Bar Pez. I know I brought you in a recent vlog, I think it was last month only. I went with my two very close friends, Maria and Emma, and adored it. It was my first time there. It is a little bit chilly, so I'm hoping today I'm gonna bring some extra layers and maybe a little blanket, and I'm hoping that being a little bit warmer might add to the experience. But food was awesome the last time, and the menu changes quite a lot, so I'm excited because I get to try a few different things today. But the one thing that doesn't change, which I'm delighted about, is their potatoes, which are, I think, probably the best potatoes I've ever had. And that is just saying so much. That's where we're going today, and I'll bring you along. Okay, I did say at the beginning of this video that I was going to share a few of my new favorite pieces that I bought recently, and this definitely has to be featured. So, you know, the two coats that I always wear since I got them at the beginning of this year are by this brand, Row. I'm gonna just call it Row. I'm obsessed with the brand, the quality is amazing, and every time I go into store even and try things on, I'm just hooked. So I bought this jumper because, as you'll see in my Substack, knitwear for winter anyway is one of the things that is just, it's like a white t-shirt. You just need knitwear. And for me, finding knitwear that doesn't itch is super important, because if it's itchy in any way, I will not wear it. I have been like that since I was a child, my mum said. For example, this is cashmere. It is, I know, a little bit more expensive, but this is Marks & Spencer's. I rate their cashmere so much. I'm addicted. I have this, and then I have a black crew neck, and they just go with everything. Like, for example, I'm gonna wear this to our lunch today, I think. Like ballet flats, jeans, and this cute little knit. And then you can put like a coat on over it, or a blazer, even a denim jacket. Anyway, I love knitwear is basically what I'm saying, and I have decided the 4 categories that I am investing in going forward in buying clothes that are for my everyday wear. Knitwear is one of the things, so let's try this on. Okay, so you may think that this is just your average crew neck, but no. Firstly, it is so soft. It's like, I don't know what the material is, but it almost feels like cotton. It's just amazing. I love that it's slightly cinched at the bottom, a little bit elasticated there, not so thick that it looks silly tucked in as well. I feel like looks cute tucked in. And then it has these little slits at the back. And I'm going to put my hands out like this, and it has this really cool, very different feature where it's like a singlet or a vest, and then it looks like you have wrapped another knit around. So anyway, this is one of my favorite recent purchases, so I thought I would show you since I did promise. And also, actually, while we're here, got these little hoop pearl earrings sent to me by NJO, which is the same as these hoops on this necklace, which I've been wearing to death. So yeah, I thought I'd show you that. Just so cute for like the festive season to add a little bit of glam to your outfits. My mom ordered the Cezanne trench that you're seeing everywhere on Instagram at the moment. It's so beautiful, and this is her unboxing and trying it on. She was so cute. I then tried it on, and do I need it now? I think I do. Okay, so I'm wearing Marks & Spencer's cardigan, Marks & Spencer's mug, Denali bag, my Lego jeans, Primark flats, toe tam belt. That's it. Okay, now you can actually call me in. No, we're meant to video that. Doesn't matter, doesn't matter. It's just a homemade sauce.
Custard.
Oh yeah.
I'd say it was less than 20. Or off.
No.